And now, the Amateur Theater presents Mr. Sammy B and his comic relief. Hey, how you doing? How's everybody doing out there? That's good. So, me and my sister, we're twins, right? Irish twins, actually. I don't know if you know anything about Irish twins or regular twins or any kind of twins, but an Irish twin is any babies that are born within 3 years of each other. Now, me and my sister were born 9 months from each other. And I'm going to tell you the story of how I met her. So, back, way back when I was a youngster. Alright, so I wasn't even a youngster. So when I was born, I really wanted to know who my father was. It was very important to me. You know, there's many things fathers can do for you. They can teach you things. They can teach you things. My word. About the world, I would hope. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the good things that dads should teach their children on how to be safe doing all these things because, you know, some of these things could get you into some serious trouble. Not that I know anything about that, but I do. So, back when I was being born, first thing I remember seeing was... So out I come. And the doctor, he takes me and he wraps me in the swaddling and he looks down at me and he says, "What a beautiful baby boy." And the nurses look over, and my mom's trying to look past the sheet, but, you know, she can't see past her knees or whatever. They're stuck up in the stirrups. And so I look up at the doctor, and I say to him in perfect English, I must say, "Are you my daddy?" And the doctor looks down at me, and he says, "No, I'm not your dad." And he passes me off to the nurse. And the nurse looks down at me as she brings me over to the weigh station, and she's weighing me, and she's washing and cleaning out my boogers and all the mucus, and I don't know if you've ever had a baby. I haven't, but I'd imagine it's pretty gruesome. So anyway, she's cleaning up, and, she puts some powder on my bottom and, slaps me in the face a few times. And I look up at her, and I say, are you my dad? Are you my daddy? And she says, "No, I'm not your daddy, but I'm going to take you over to meet your mother." And she wrapped me back up in the fresh swaddling, and she brought me over to my mother, and she set me down on my mother's, her breast. And I looked up at her, and I said, are you my daddy? She said, "No, I'm not your daddy. I'm your mommy. But I can introduce you to your daddy." "Sweet. Please do." So she turns me over and she passes me over to this other gentleman, and he looks down at me and he says, "Wow, what a beautiful baby boy." I gave him a wink because, look at me. And I looked up at him and said, are you my daddy?" And he said, "Yes, son, I'm your daddy." And I said, "How do you like it?" And that's how I met my sister. It's been a great audience. I'm saying you do. Have a good night.